Anime review. Ding! Toyko Raven review. Subscribe and enjoy. Oreo magic was once a powerful technique used by the Japanese during the Second World War in order for them to gain the upper hand and establish their nation as a formidable force. Unfortunately, the Japan was quickly defeated after the revered Onai Yukiya Tatsumika caused the Great Spirals of Disaster, an event which plagued Tokyo to this very day. As a result of this mishap, the Armor Agency was established in order to exercise further spirited disasters and combat the demons that would make their way into the world. Now, Armada has become a far more modern, simplified, and refined for use in a very wide array of applications such as medicine and technology. However, not everyone is able to utilize the magic, as is in the case with Hotaro, a member of the Chizari branch family. Hazara has no talent and chooses to live a normal life instead. But when a prominent member of the Ormai agency attempts to recreate the same experiment, which led to Japan's downfall, he decides to make good of his word and fight by Nasumi Sai. This anime has 24 episodes. It started airing October 9, 2013 and ended March 26, 2014. It was licensed by the studio Funimation. It is based off of a light novel. It is comedy, supernatural, magic, romance, and school. Each episode is 20 minutes per episode and is rated PG-13 for obvious reasons, because think about it, demons and warlock, it has to be an age limit. For this anime in particular, I feel like when you take an adaptation from a light novel and put it on the big screen, normally depends on the view factor that it might not be too generic for the premise or the particular plot that's in the story, but I think with the pacing of the story and the backgrounds and the background stories of each of these characters and the setting and the voice actor, it does a really good job of pacing how Toyko Raven is established on screen. Every now and then, between the intro, the transition from school to the main character's backstory, it does a lot of exploring of a big open area of this anime, which you have a very rich scenery. The artwork is amazing. The sound, not too crazy with the sound in general in this anime, and between like all the action scenes, everything is done very well, very vividly, very smoothly in the department of art and animation. But I think for the most part, it really cuts into plays specific scenes in Japan where you can actually see in the anime that you actually can go to yourself and actually look at it. Now for the characters, those are very interesting for me because I feel like for the most part they can be very either relatable or they can be like the generic anime stereotype. But I feel like when you get into this anime, these characters are not one-dimensional, they're more like three-dimensional, and you feel like you relate more to them in a sense. I feel like you can tell the big dramatic significance between like the main protagonist and the antagonist in the story. And I feel like with these two main characters that you have in the story and the history along with the so-called Japan losing World War II, there's a lot of history aspect that I think any history buff will find interesting, and how these characters interact on a whole team-based level and how they try to build themselves up, whether they fail or succeed in their missions. Overall, I think Toyko Raven is a very enjoyable show to watch. It does give some type of nostalgia factor to it, but you're looking for that. I think along with the plot twist and each array of humor, drama, and action that's combined in the mix of this anime, it can be very enjoyable. I feel like if it was give a chance to do like a significant big redo, I think it would be given that chance. I think it could do a good job if they fix some of the technique they use for the action scene and clean up some of the effects. So I think it does a standalone job. Overall, I love Toyko Raven. I love the characters and the dynamics of having one character who wants to live an ordinary life kind of gets his life thrown for a whirlwind in a sense, and having these characters help him, trying to make sure Japan doesn't fall into the same mess it did in the beginning of it. And I think without giving too much away, I think I would give this anime a 8.9 out of 10. I feel like it deserved a higher more rating than it was actually given. But overall, I love the characters, love the whole storyline premise of it. But normally, that's just my term of it. I think it did a good job of the voice acting between the characters they were given. I think they did a good job. And check this anime out if you haven't already, because I think Toyko Raven deserves more credit than it got. Don't forget to give this video a like, a comment, and subscribe. And I will see you soon for another anime review. Until next time, bye.